let me just ask you about the sex center. What does that have to do with sex? Because you really didn't. I mean, you sort of mentioned that.
Yeah, everything. Intimacy. Alan. I mean, I don't want to, is it a G-rated? Can we speak?
Yes, please. It's X-rated. No, it's whatever you want to say.
What could possibly be more intimate than not only your deepest knowing of yourself, your deepest realization? And by the way, honesty is going to start to be a really important conversation. But what could be more intimate than not only your relationship with yourself, but your ability, look, for you to have the deepest relationship with yourself and to share that communication expression with somebody else who, especially somebody else who has that deepest realization of themselves, that the deeper your realization of yourself is, the deeper your partner's realization of themselves is, the deeper the connection between the two of you can be. And what could possibly be more intimate than not only knowing that within yourself, but allowing that,
beautiful
within you,
with your body.
And so on the subject of sex, there is something that I want to say about literally sex, the act. I want to say that for me, in its highest form, the communication of intimacy, trust, and connectedness on the deepest of levels, the action of the expression of it is the natural response of the feeling of connection. The action is the natural response of the connection. The action is the natural response of the feeling, the indication of the feeling.
Great. So, that is something to really remind everyone about. The act is a natural response to the feeling.
Boom. Yes. Yeah. And not only that, think of the irony, because we're talking about balances, imbalances, underactive, overactive. What I cannot help but notice is that if we're talking about, I mean, what I don't want to keep saying not to digress. If we're talking about this, we can talk about this, but we'll have to have more conversations in the future. Think of let's call it polarity. Think of the opposites, extreme opposites of something like Tantra. And I'm going to say that the extreme opposite of Tantra would be something like pornography.
Right.
And what I want to tell you is that my observation is that many, I'm not going to say most, and I certainly would never say all, but many of the people with whom I have these conversations that are very, very comfortable with, in fact, enthusiasts of pornography, are not comfortable with intimacy.